Greetings everybody and welcome to Just a Normal Channel. If you're new, please like, subscribe, and share my content as it helps the channel grow greatly. Today, this is another episode of DC Villains Compare and Contrast of Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul, an interesting character that was basically short-lived, played by the great Alexander Siggins. Deep Space Nine, Game of Thrones. The impact and story direction of the demon's head that is Ra's al Ghul was a missed opportunity in a lot of ways. I will say the actor did a great job, but we didn't have anything that really explored it. We saw more in Arrow's Ra's al Ghul, and they did a good job in that relationship. While it was short-lived depiction of the character, it was a disappointment. In many ways, this character in Gotham was very basic in terms of objectives, but he was looking for the next demon's head that was talked about in the show. Some of it implied it was to be Bruce Wayne, which we saw a little bit of that along with the legend and lore claiming that he was along with another within the show that was Barbara, and it was so cringe. It was just horrible and stuff. So, however, in other ways, it seems as if times that Ra's al Ghul is pulling the strings or working in conjunction of others, such as the Council of Owls. But why would Ra's work with others? There is some underlying tendencies in season 5 in No Man's Land. In many ways, Bruce Wayne that the last little push to create that Dark Knight and the rise of becoming Batman. In such ways you can see it, but is and was that really was behind the creation of Batman? We will explore the counterpart that is the comics, but remember this question, which I have already know the answer to. We know that he had hoped to create Bruce Wayne into his successor, but instead it doesn't take, or does it? We know that the counterpart has very different perspectives while it has tendencies that I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. There was a lot of liberties with Gotham and stuff. And when I see that, it just seems like this is one of those characters that they just did not know what to do with and stuff. You know, he has a very interesting counterpart background and, just completely dropped the ball, As with Alexander Siggins is awesome in the role. As with all the different things he has shown up in over in other franchises, he is a gem of an actor that I think doesn't get enough credit. In the end, the character was not really showcased very well. He was shown here and there, and this is a twist with Barbara being the new head demon of the demon of the head, only to be this mixed message of women in power went to the portion of the league being women that are at her side was just odd and didn't work for me either. I felt it was an attempt to give Barbara a character more of a purpose. I enjoyed the Barbara character, however, at times it just felt as if they had to keep her in the show no matter what. They attempted to shoehorn her character in at any point in the show. But at the same time, it was interesting to watch give her the power of the demon's head, but also rather odd on itself in the arc with the attempting to give this what 16-year-old Bruce Wayne or becoming or passing off the demon's head to this future Batman as his legacy. I just didn't see it as well at all. Knowing what the motives of Batman is. He is too grounded to even as a young boy before becoming a man, the Bat or the Dark Knight in the written evil, As for the counterpart of Ra's al Ghul, he was born and lived more than 700 years. Created by Dennis O'Neil and Neil Adams in 1977. First appeared Batman 232. Daughter of the Demon, and has appeared in approximately 788 issues. That is awesome. I attempted to research Dennis O'Neil and Neil Adams in regards to any thoughts on this creation, where it came from, and why. Nothing could be found, but what little tidbits I did locate is that apparently Mr. O'Neill was the first writer to truly investigate the psychology of the aliases. While man is the true identity of Bruce Wayne, an interesting take and a tidbit, he passed away in June of 2020. Rest in peace. An interesting background that is Ra's al Ghul is such a great piece of lore. Legends that are intertwined into that of the character creation in the 70s. What was going on in the 70s? But what an interesting time period to create such an in-depth character. One has to wonder the thoughts behind the creation of such things is influenced a lot of times from people who create them. What or his surroundings them or affected them directly to creating such a great character. What I found to be interesting is that he lived over 700 years into a tribe of nomads. When Ra's was young, he became fascinated with science, but due to this nomadic tribe, it was impossible to do so, which makes a lot of sense and could be construed as magic, evil witchcraft as well, but has a tendency in his early life, a tragedy in his early life before coming the demon's head. This created is made out of the discovery of the Lazarus pit, but we don't get anything about this. We see the Lazarus pit and it revives Alfred after Bruce Wayne takes a sword and thrusts it into Alfred. Using the Lazarus pit that Bruce chased Ra's into this cave early in the season. A lot of other areas didn't per se follow Russia's real story. It played loosely with many different stories that took place over time and had thought that the show Arrow did a better job at giving us a League of Assassins. Ra's al Ghul, along with his daughter, were both explored. Again, the TV show Arrow did a better job in exploring his life of 700 plus years over that time. But let me know what you think. I was kind of very disappointed in this character and stuff. There wasn't a lot on him and stuff, you know. I'm sure there is more. Maybe I didn't look far enough and stuff, but I enjoyed what they gave us. I was just disappointed with the execution of it and all that. I thought that the show was just lost with certain characters, and Rush was one of those. So I'm going to close it out here. Like, subscribe, and share. Let me know if you like these episodes. I know it's been a couple weeks. I apologize for that. So when I'm doing the research, I want to kind of be accurate, and it takes me a little bit. So my apologies. So like, subscribe, and share. I'm checking y'all later. Take care, everybody. Bye.